Maybe what we need to change is our definition of who's an athlete. Certainly our last story.
I've argued for that for a long time.
Deals with that because you took a second look at esports. I mean, first of all, you introduced us to how big it was out in Los Angeles, and now how big it is becoming in intercollegiate athletics?
Right, so a year ago we did our first piece on esports, this emerging world where of course you have gamers that get together, they battle over a video game, and the piece that we looked at specifically was League of Legends, which is massive. And I gotta say, you knew it was popular, but who ever knew that this thing would actually start offering athletic scholarships? But there is in fact a college in Chicago that's doing just that. It's the fall pep rally at Chicago's Robert Morris University. And all the athletes are on hand, from the national champion lacrosse team to the undefeated football team, all here to show their school spirit. But it isn't the beefy football players or the giant basketball players that have gotten the most attention at Robert Morris this season. No, that distinction would be for the new, not-so-big men on campus. America's first ever college scholarship team for, brace yourselves, video games.
We were able to recruit some very, very good players. Some of our top players are rated in the 0.02% of all players in North America.
Yes, athletic scholarships for video gamers. It's just the latest signal that so-called esports have arrived.
Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back.
On the day we were there, the team was practicing together for the first time.
We need Jinx. Jinx, you can see us under turret, just rocket him.
Listening to the players, you'd think you'd stumbled into a foreign language class. And the coaches were no different.
So 4 of you are rushing up mid lane to take the mid inhibitor. Mundo burns teleport to the top inhibitor. Why burn teleport at that case?
But in the end, sports are sports. And the motivational speech was like something out of a football locker room. Or close.
Today is day 1. Today we chase the cup. Let's get this started. Get your games going.
So this was a revelation for me. As the parent of 2 teenagers who spend way too much time and money on this stuff, and I heard from a lot of parents, don't let my kids see this, but I'm thinking, let's get my kid at the front end of that curve in an era where it's very hard to pay for college.
They have 30 athletes this year. They're going to up it to 100 next year. It's phenomenally successful.
How is it an athletic scholarship?
Well, that's why they're the future golfers.
How is that an athletic scholarship?
How do they get a scholarship? Based on what criteria?
On skill. There are some 30 million people who play League of Legends. One of the players, he's in the top 300 on the globe. I mean, they're amazingly qualified. And if you think about it, it takes a lot of time to put these leagues together. It makes a lot of sense.
Oh, the cramping on your thumbs? It's so painful.
No, the league together, the logistics. You guys always mock me.
No, we're not mocking you, but clearly we're not the demographic for this stuff.
You talk to the basketball team, right? And I will confess, expected the basketball players to be like, listen, we're the real athletes.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And they are, the fake athletes. They're like, those guys are amazing. Yeah. I wish I could play League of Legends like those guys.
And why? Because all the jocks are playing video games when they're not on the field.
All the time.
That's what they do.
They admire those guys who are great at League of Legends.
Because in North Carolina, their work is being done for them.
You and I have gone too long, Frank. Look, that's going to have to do it for this year. Seriously.